Hi. How's it going? All right. Hopefully this is going to work. Um, Hopefully you can see me. I hope you guys can. Let's see. Anybody there yet? Not yet. Okay. So, hi guys, it's Melanie from Windmill Vintage Designs and Vintage Makeovers with Melanie. And I'm just working on a custom piece for a customer. So this is a commission piece. She wants it painted in Wise Owl's 1 hour enamel in Abyss. I don't know if you guys have used the enamel paint, but it's really good. It's pretty good paint. And it's durable as all get up. So this is what she wanted. Hi, Karen. I can see you. Okay, so you're on Facebook. Karen, will you do me a favor and pop on over to YouTube and see if you can see me over there? Please. I like got this app. Hi, Chasing Sunshine. So I believe you are on YouTube. You are. Okay. So that means it's working. I'm super stoked right now. Let's see if I can keep you guys, huh? Because that seems to be the problem for me. But I have you both. Yay, at one time. Okay. So what am I doing? I thought I'd pop on here on Friday, this Friday at 6 o'clock. Hi, Angela, and Gwen, planning, and Renee, yay. Okay. I'm planning to do a live sale from the store. And so I thought it would be really important because I have streaming difficulties sometimes. Let's just be honest. And I want to do Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Hi, guys. I see you there. Thank you for coming. So I thought, well, I got this app that was recommended by Dion and Debbie Beard. And so I was like, well, I got to try it. But then I thought, oh, my God, I need to do it beforehand before I go to do this event. And I can't do it. So here we are because this is what I'm doing. Well, I'm glad to see you guys here from Ohio. Okay. So I have this big custom piece back here, and I think you can see a little bit of it. It's a very large piece. You can see, like, it's above I guess it's at my natural waist. I don't know, my jeans are low. But it's a very big piece for one of my wonderful, wonderful customers who just commissions me all the time to do her stuff, and I love her, and I thank her very much. Thanks, Pam. But she wanted, not but, she has a great choice to want 1 hour enamel. So a lot of people haven't used this paint. It's a little bit different than your regular chalk paint. It's actually an enamel paint, but it's not enamel. It's ceramic. It's just a whole different bird all in itself. So as you can see, this is a very modern modern piece. It's not, it's not vintage, but it's still, it's an amazing piece. So, yes, you're live on YouTube. I have trouble commenting from my phone on YouTube. Oh, you got to hit the little dilly and then go down on YouTube. It's a little different, Karen. I know. I think I actually had to Google, like, how to comment on YouTube because I couldn't. Anyways, so what I did, I just want you guys to know. So when you're dealing with a piece like this that is just brand spanking new, basically, I always go in with just something like this, and I'm just going to scuff it up. You don't have to take off the finish. You don't have to do anything like that. Just put those little microscopic scratches in there. Yes, it's going to be fun. You are right. But you just want they're just scratches. And so you can see it when you're doing it. And then when you clean it, you're like, I didn't even do anything. But you did. So you just gave it a little bit of tooth, a little bit more for your paint to adhere to. Now, this particular customer, okay, let's say all my customers, but this particular customer is one of my all-time favorites, and my goodness, she supports me a lot. So she's going to get extra steps always, and forever. So she got 2 coats of Wise Owl enamel primer. Okay, so I did 2 coats in clear, and as you can see, you can't see it because it's clear, but you can look in the light a little bit. You can see like the little kind of variations of where it shines a little and it doesn't. So now with the Wise Owl primer and the enamel paint, this is going to be just crazy protective. Her grandkids can go in there and bang against it. she could spill stuff on it and wipe it back off. I mean, it's just going to be the most durable finish that there is. And she knows that because I've done so many other pieces for her, and that's why she chooses this particular paint for certain pieces in her home. So how are you guys? Yay! I'm so excited I caught you. I'm excited too. I'm excited this is working. Let's all keep our fingers crossed. You know how I like to get thrown off social media a lot. Hi Elsie. Okay, so brand spanking new can of this stuff. So, and this is different than DIY. When you get a can of DIY paint, you do not have to stir it at all. It is because it doesn't settle like other paints, but I'm going to say every other paint other than DIY needs to be stirred before you use it. And I don't know, Debbie could tell you exactly why you don't have to stir hers, but nothing settles. It doesn't do what other paints do. I guess it's because of all that clay. That's what I'm gonna guess. So I've been gone. I've been kind of MIA. I went with all 3 of my daughters, and we drove to California and saw my dad. My dad is retired and lives now. He just moved from San Diego up to Palm Springs. So he's in Palm Desert is actually what it's called, in like a retirement community that is just like, oh my God, I want to retire. Pretty cool. So we did that, hung out with Dad for, gosh, 4 days and 5 nights. Then we took off and we drove to Temecula to visit one of our friends that we've had there forever. We stayed 1 night in Temecula, and then we went down to Debbie's. So then we spent 2 days down there in Encinitas and hung out with Debbie. Debbie and I went and picked up a lot of goods, and we went to a flea market, and we went to a wholesale plant store. So I have some fun stuff that's new and very shippable for this live sale that I'm going to do on Friday. So I hope you guys join us. I did put a thing in there, and it was fun. Yes. And Debbie is wonderful and so kind, and what a wonderful host, and really, really good. That was good. And of course, my girls got to go too. So that was great. Okay. So I feel like that's probably good. I always feel like with stirring, like maybe more is better, but you could see, I don't know if you could notice how this color just changed. It was really, really super bright. Well, look, watch. Check this out. So before I stirred it, it looked like this. It was like, bam, like, you know. And then after I stirred it, it looks like this. So definitely important to mix all those pigments and all that stuff around and see. Yes, it was a fun girls' trip. We hadn't all been together in 4 years. And so it was really fun and trying at times. Don't get me wrong, but it was fun. Yeah, it was good. I love my daughters. Lucky to have 3. You know, it's funny because we kept having to pee on the side of the road. Oops. And I was like, man, it's a good thing I didn't have a boy. I don't know what my son would be doing with all these girls peeing everywhere. It'd be funny. I would love you too. I hope so too. Chasing Sunshine by Veronica. I should just call you Veronica, huh? Hi, Janet. Okay, so let's get that. We are going to use, I always look at what I have clean, my second favorite brush. This is my F40, made by Klingon. It is very well loved, you can see. Very well used. The bristles, look at all of this. Oh my God, where's the camera? Okay. All of this, the paint sticks to it. I could scrub it off, but I don't really care. But the bristles are just like brand new. The paint comes right off those suckers. So that's what's important. This F40 does have a long handle like this long, which is not my favorite thing. So I just go to the saw and chop it off. Now it's absolutely perfect. So So why is that enamel? It's going to be more, it doesn't feel like a chalk paint because it's not a chalk paint, right? It has a very different feel to it. I was going to say more like a latex paint, but it's not even that. It's a beast of its own for sure. So it's not that it's hard to paint with because it's not. It's self-leveling, but it you have to be mindful of drips. I'm just going to say that. So you need to be mindful if you overflow, you need to wipe it off. You know, and I don't know that that's any different from a lot of paints. So I'm just going to start with a small amount on my brush. You can see it's basically on one side, not both. Hi, Haim. All good. Okay, thank you, honey. I had my husband Hamish go check because I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work. So let's just start. I'm gonna do kind of longer strokes with this one. Again, it is self-leveling, and so it's gonna really help me out. And the finish on it is fantastic. Now, if you guys haven't used the 1 hour enamel, the really nice thing about it, well, there's a couple nice things about it, but for one, let's just start. Durability is unbeatable. But what else? Dry time is pretty fast. But the next thing is that I don't have to seal it. It has a top coat in it. So it's just, thank you, abracadabra. Hi, Brenda. Yeah, I mean, so let's just talk about that. Just not having to go back in with the top coat when you're all done is fantastic. All the way around. And sometimes you really want to do that. You want to get a certain kind of finish with your wax and or even your top coat, say you want to glaze. But sometimes you just don't, and that's why there's a paint for everything, right? So, but you can see pretty easy. But right here, if I didn't go back, I might get a drippy, and I don't want a drippy. So being that I just have a little bit left on my brush, we're just going to feather that a little bit, and a little swiperoo, and that guy is done. Now let's just put it here for now. I thought we would just do the drawers. I don't really feel like getting on the floor in front of you guys today. Oh, how does it distress? It does not. It does not distress. So if you want to distress with this paint, you need to put a resist on there. So say Vaseline or, I like candle wax. If you've seen some of my videos, you need to put a resist where you want to distress it. Then you paint it because you're not going to distress this paint. It's not coming off. Yes, it is absolutely perfect. So when they first made this paint, to my knowledge, my understanding, unless I heard wrong, sometimes it's one coat. It just depends. Just depends. I'm going to do two pretty much no matter what, but if you were doing white on white, you'd probably be at one coat, but I'm just a 2-coat girl, I guess. So I think when they originally made this paint, they made it for garage doors and front exterior doors. That was the goal. That is the chemical buildup. That's how durable it is. You can completely. Now, if you watch some of my videos, you've seen that I've used it on my linoleum floor, linoleum vinyl, like, the vinyl that you just roll out, the cheapest flooring you can get, basically. I painted that whole thing white. I did prime it, and then I painted it white, and you can mop it. You can, it's good. It's just good. Kitchen cabinets, this is what I do. I don't do anything but this in kitchen cabinets. Honestly, even if I'm requested to do it with a different paint, I tell my customers that I'm going to give them the best that I sell, and this is it, and everybody's like, oh yeah, do the best, oh, thank you, Renee. Yeah, so anyway, so furniture, of course, but kitchen cabinets, your floor, your garage floor, this is enamel paint right down here. It's not going anywhere. So concrete, my front porch is done completely with enamel. No top coat. It seals by itself. Gets rained on, gets wind blown, whatever. It's just a good paint. And with this particular customer, what I do is I always give her what's left of the jar of paint because she buys the paint. And she's going to have quite a bit left over, I think, because this is covering up just like with hardly anything on my brush. Of course, that primer always helps. Yes, definitely. Garage doors, exterior doors, concrete, yes. What's the name? Oh, this is Wise Owl's 1 Hour Enamel. You can find it on my website if you are interested. What? Jeannie, you did a live? Did I just understand that? You did like your first live video? I hope that's what you're saying, but I could be misunderstanding you. So yes, you can find it though at windmillvintagedesigns.com. Go to Wise Owl and you'll find it there. And it is well worth it. It's durable as all get up. I mean, it's not going anywhere. Especially, you know, you put that primer underneath it. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, Wise Owl rocks. You guys are cool. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. And anybody on the replay, I appreciate you too. And I'm so thankful this is working. My goodness. So you guys, I'm going to tell you, if you're not busy out going out dancing, just kidding. No dancing, right? Our little COVID. But on Friday, you know, if you want to join us, you know, even if you don't want to purchase anything, just having you there is a wonderful thing. Hitting that share button for me. If you can see that post, it'll be on Facebook and YouTube. That would just be so nice. It's just a small way to help small businesses, you know, stay afloat. And wish I could say I don't need help, but, you know, I do. Oh, I love cedar pine. Oh, you guys are fun. I used just a little sanding pad on this one. I just scuffed it up a little bit with this guy. Just, you don't sand it down, just scuff it up. And was that even necessary because I put primer? Probably not. But you know what? It took me, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes. And then I had to clean it anyway, so I scuffed it up and then I cleaned it. So it really wasn't a big deal. And, you know, I want this to be the most durable I can get it for her. And I think I have done it. Oh, you know where else I have this paint, guys? I haven't even showed you guys that. I painted my entire kitchen countertops, the actual countertop with this paint. And it has held up pretty well. Now, I can say this. Can you blend? So blending is going to be different. Why didn't you use white primer on the dark? Because I only had clear. To be quite honest, had I had the gray, I would have used gray. But no, I only had clear, so that's what I used. Thanks, Pam. Thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Which I always have a hard time saying your name. I'm sorry. I don't want to slaughter it. Miss Light. Because, you know what? Darn it, I try. So I appreciate you saying that. It makes me feel like I'm getting the way I feel across. So yeah. But yeah, if you had even the dark gray, I think that one would have even been the best. I need to add dark gray to my website. I don't even have that one on there yet. It is. Abyss is a beautiful color. If I had to pick like a DIY color, it's going to be close to bohemian blue, but a little bit softer. But yeah, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. For me, it is the same with bohemian blue. It's my best seller of those. Yes, Bendy Girl Upcycle. Oh, Brenda, I'm a little jealous. I want to go see Kelly. I need to. Right before I went on vacation, she messaged me so we could collaborate on something. And I was like, I've got to go on vacation. When I get back, I can think, because I couldn't think at that point. So I need to talk to Kelly. She's wonderful. And I'm jealous she got to go to her store. That's so cool. So tell me, what have you guys been up to? Why is it all in dark? Yeah, it's cool, huh? It works. I haven't used the dark gray, but I'm just going to assume from all the other ones that it's pretty fabulous. Mm-hmm. And I like them all. They have really good. And then, you know, you guys know when I seal stuff, I mean, I love regular sealers too, but my absolute go-to is Wise Owl's 1 hour enamel clear. It's just amazing. We should. Yeah. Hi, Mel. I think we're going to. I just need to just got back last night, and then today we had to go drop off one that I did for her that stayed here the whole time I was gone, and then got back and I'll pick this one up, got it back. It's been kind of crazy. So tomorrow I will concentrate on getting a hold of Kelly, and I need to do a couple other 100 things too. That would be fun, right? Love Bohemian Blue. Yes, Bohemian Blue is awesome. But you can see, so every time I'm dipping in, I'm literally, look, this side doesn't even have any, just this side. And it's pretty much covering a lot. This drawer is bigger, so it might not cover the whole thing, but coverage is pretty fantastic. Have you tried this one, Melanie? Miss Melanie Mel? We need to do a collaboration also, Mel. Oh, back and forth, nice long strokes. Over. Over. So fun. So yeah, me and Debbie went to a couple different places and bought some stuff, and then we went down to Kobe's flea market. You've seen her videos. You know she loves to go there and finish painting a little bounty for my brand new. Oh, awesome, Veronica. Did it come out good? You happy with it? And congratulations on your baby. I'm going to have grandbabies someday. Not yet. Oh, that's cool. You could get it from them. I know I don't carry a lot of Wise Owl in my store. I have it shipped directly from the company because I just can't afford to carry like full line of both paints. I can't. So, but they're so sweet and they ship so fast. So that's cool that you have someone close to you. Oops. I was repotting some plants and looks like I got some dirt on there. Yeah, it was fun, Pam. And, you know, her flea market's not like our flea market. There was a little bit of like manufactured stuff there, but majority of it was actually just junk that's fabulous to look through. Good stuff. So I was really jealous at that too, because, you know, our flea market has no, well, I don't know, Mel. One night it was already really dark and the girls just wanted to get their feet wet, so they went down and did that, and it was so cold at that point. I'm just not down for it. I have to say that I'm quite the drag when it comes to, yeah, no, it's self-leveling. Yeah, definitely. I'm a drag when it comes to the ocean. Like, I love to look at it, but I don't like the sand. It's all sticky. You know, it's just I'm kind of a drag. I don't mind like laying in the sun. I'll do that, but I don't really want to get in there anymore. Just a bummer because, you know, I was born there and like there are a lot, like, but not anymore. I just don't. I don't know. I'm a drag. It's too much of a hassle for me. And then you got to clean up, and then you drag it into your car. And you want me to complain anymore? Just kidding. I'm not complaining. I'm just stating facts, right? I would like to go to a beach in Florida, or, you know, like even Hawaii. I know the sand is different. It's not so dirty, you know. California sand is kind of eh. I was gonna say, oh, and then we left there. Okay, so we left Encinitas on Friday, and we left at like 11 o'clock. So it's a little bit more than 4 hour drive to Las Vegas, Nevada. So we thought, well, I have a brother-in-law that lives in Vegas. We're already pretty tired by this point. So we'll just go spend the night with Angelo. Take us 4.5 hours. We'll get there pretty early, be able to just go have dinner and chill out. We got stuck in that California traffic. Oh my God. Oh, I do my turtles. When they wake up, I'll share them. But yeah, we got stuck in that traffic. Our 4 hour trip turned into an 8 hour trip. And we're just, I mean, bumper to bumper. You would go, all of a sudden, you could go for like 5 minutes. You could go like 15 or 30 even. And then it would just, dead stop. No accidents, nothing. Just, I don't even know. I have no idea. You know, here in New Mexico, like, we're not used to that kind of stuff. Oh my God, I got you live. Hi. Hi, Autumn. I'm happy you're here. So on this paint, I think on the can, God, what does it say? I don't know, because I don't ever listen. I think in order, like, you're supposed to wait. I don't even know. I'm going to say it wants you to wait an hour, because it's 1 hour enamel before you do your next coat. And then I do it again. Well, you have to put on a second coat. No, I'm going to do 2. It looks pretty good, but it's not enough. It needs more in order for it to be just flawless, you know. And that's what we want for her. I'll show you when I get this one on. I'll put it up a little closer so you can see. But you can see some discrepancies here and there for sure. It has really pretty hardware too, so that is good. And you know what, these paints mix well. You can you know, make your own colors and all that stuff just fine, which I do all the time. And then blending. You can blend with this paint. The only thing I'm going to say is, girl, you better move fast, because once you can't reactivate it with water. So it's going to get a little stubborn on you. And so I've done lots of blended pieces in it, but you need to move your tissue out in order to do it. Which works as long as you do, you know, 1 drawer at a time, 1 space at a time. You can totally do it. Let's see. And don't overwork it either. It's kind of like almost like your top coat. You're not going to mess it up like your top coat, but you don't. And yeah, you're right. 1 can be enough. Definitely. It just depends. You can see. Can you see where it's a little, and that's actually application if I wasn't putting it on. No, don't mist it. It's not the same, Mel. It doesn't like water. It's not going to react the same at all. So that's why I said you have to use the moisture in the paint to do your blending, which is fine. It's just different. You just gotta go faster, you know. But no, it doesn't react well to water. It's definitely, water's not its friend. Not when it's wet. Now, Gloria is that after it's done, you can put water all over it, and it's not gonna hurt it at all. So that's a nice thing. Now, this particular piece, she doesn't want any gilding wax. It just doesn't want anything. It's all just going to be 100% solid. This color, it has beautiful hardware. So the hardware will be the bang for your buck. And that is what she wants. And it is hers. So that is what she gets. Unless when we're done, maybe I'll try to talk her into something if I feel like it needs more. But not talk her. Just give her the option, right? And that, my girls, is that. So there are, we have first coat on all the drawers. Now, you know, the trickiest part of any piece like this is that huge flat surface at the top. It is very smooth, yes. Hi, any problems with bleed through? So you're going to have bleed through with anything. What I have found with this paint is that you don't have really oils rising. What you're going to get is crackle. If you didn't clean it good enough, you'll actually literally get crackle. Now, in just the spots where the oils or whatever were. So I prime. I just do. With the enamel paint, you don't have to. But for me, over all this time of doing all this stuff and, you know, making not generally mistakes, because every piece of furniture is different. So you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it doesn't matter what paint you're using on what piece of furniture. Something weird can happen. And the more you do it, the more you'll find out. I mean, I remember thinking, like, when I first started painting, I felt like I went like the first 2 years without ever having something bad happen. And then all of a sudden bad stuff was happening, and it didn't. It's just, I know it's, well, first off, bad stuff was happening. I just didn't realize it. Let's be real. And then unintentional aging. Yeah, Crackle can actually be really cool. So you can work with that if you want to. I mean, let's be real. I didn't really know what I was doing yet. So I'm certain bad things were happening and I just didn't know it. Also, you know, you got to have quite a few pieces under your belt most of the time. Sometimes you get lucky and get that piece the first time, which that's really not lucky, right? Yeah. So it's going to be, no, it's going to be different. Yeah. So your tannins and stuff, you're going to get a prime. I prime with 1 hour with Wise Owl's primer. That's what I use. It is my preferred primer of all the products that I have used. So it's this guy right here. This is the clear that I used. Thank you, Mary. I used the clear this time because this is really all I had. But like for this color, we were just talking about that a little bit ago, I would have used the gray or whatever, just because it's already dark, you know? It's not, I'm not going to say it's takes some getting used to. I don't even know if that's true. I mean, I just did those. You just got to be careful. You don't want to keep working it. It's going to start to dry so fast on you that you need to put it and lay it. And if you don't like it, if you didn't get good enough coverage, let that dry and then do another coat. Just don't try to just, then you're going to mess it up. That clear, the clear enamel, which is the top coat, is amazing. You will not go wrong. I use satin because that's my preferred color, or sheen, whatever you want to say. But I'm certain the other ones are good. Yes, it's definitely self-leveling. It is 100% self-leveling. Do you have a YouTube? I do. You're on my YouTube. Oh, you're not talking about me. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I just butted into a conversation I shouldn't have butted into. So yeah, I guess we'll go down. You guys want to keep doing this for a little bit? You can let me know if you want me to keep a painting. I mean, I'm going to keep painting no matter what, but if you want to hang out for a little bit. Let me find something to kneel on so I don't get covered in sawdust. How's about this blanket right here? So I found this at the flea market the other day. I found this really old, cool old TV tray. It's like a really old TV tray. And I thought it was really, really cool. It's wooden and it's in rough shape. But after I clean it up, I think it's going to be cute, like with a transfer on it or something. Or even maybe some decoupage or I don't know. I think it's going to be pretty cute. Maybe I'll clean it up, or maybe I'll just have that on the sale, or you could just ship it like that. I'm not sure yet. Paint away. Oh, thank you guys. Now, problem is, let's see. If I get down, okay. All right, we got to do more adjusting. If I get down here, I won't be able to read your comments. So, hang in there with me while I shorten the legs on this tripod. Down. And we can hang out a little longer. One more. Oh. Come on. There we go. I don't know where my camera crew went. I never get you like, oh. Oh, thank you so much. I can't spell either, so do not even worry about that. I'm very good at deciphering bad spellings because I can't spell. Oh, good. I'm so happy to hear that. We super try to get it out to you guys so fast. I mean, that is our goal. I know what it's like to order something and want it. Oh, we try. So I'm happy that that worked out well for you. And thank you for saying it. It's always nice to get feedback. Let's see. Let's see if I can get the level right so it's not. I left all of my lights, like they're all at the store, so I don't have them here. So I apologize about the lighting because, you know, I don't have them here, so I can't do anything about it. I'm just so happy that this is working and I haven't been shut off yet. Somebody knock on wood for me, right? You know that normally my live videos, well, you know, normally my live videos cut off, you know, halfway through. So for this one, you know, this dresser is so heavy that the drawers have to come out in order to even move it. Now I hate that because, you know, normally I don't paint all this stuff inside. But it's a weird thing, you know, when you go to deliver it back to your customer and all the drawers are out and you stopped right here, unless you put a tape line, it just looks like crap. I mean, let's just be honest. So for this one, and because I love this customer so very much, I'm going to go ahead and just get this whole under lip right here. And I'm just going to go back to that first line of the wood. And that way, even though the drawers are going to go right back in there, when she does get it, it just looks prettier. And, you know, her first impression of it is, oh, that's beautiful, not, oh, you know, even though she knows the drawers are going to go back into. It's just, I don't know. Now, I could take the time to tape it off. Well, let's be honest. I mean, what's easier? Just painting it, right? Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Renee. I'm happy that you like them. This is called Abyss, Mary, by Wise Owl. It's the 1 hour enamel in Abyss. Oh, you guys are cool. Well, you know what? I mean, you guys inspire me all the time, and I would not do this, you know, if, well, let's just be frank. If you weren't here, I wouldn't do it, you know? So, I mean, it's just awesome. I think it's a wonderful thing to help each other and watch each other. And I'm happy if I can, you know, touch you in any way and you get something out of me, no matter what, like some knowledge, some creativity, some, you know, just even aspiration, a good feeling, you know, a smile, whatever. I mean, we're doing good, right? Isn't that what we're supposed to be doing? I think that's good. Thank you, thank you. Even when times are tough, we have to be kind and sweet to each other. Yeah, so I left there and then we went to Vegas, go hang out with my brother-in-law, and he just opened So I know, you know what? And I'm so bad with names. So somebody please tell me. Oh, bring back the turtles. They're hibernating. So when they get out of hibernation, then I can start showing them again. But we've got a few more months of that. And then we just have to pray that they all come out. But I know a couple of you guys live in the Las Vegas, Henderson area. And if anybody can remember the name of a lovely customer, I can't remember. I'm so bad with names. Anyways, my brother-in-law just opened a dog store. It's like a doggy wash, and he sells all the dog products and stuff. And brand new business. He opened it during COVID, and anyways, I just want anybody around there who has pets, supporting him would be lovely too. It's called Banksy Dog. Isn't that cute? Do you guys know who Banksy is? I forget his first name. Or we don't even know his first name. Do you guys, are anybody aware of who Banksy the artist is? Tell me, because I didn't know this. I had to be taught. But I think it's pretty fun. If you Google him right now, you'll see what he does, and just crazy, crazy art. It's just very fun. Does he have a website at banksydog.com, I believe it is. I know he has like a subscription box. Like I said, he's just starting out, like learning, trying to figure out how to do this and promote it and, do what's best for his customers and, of course, his store. I've been trying to get him to do like delivery. Like he could pick like a 5-mile radius and people could order dog food and then he could go deliver it. You know what I mean? Like just from 5 to 6 or whatever, he delivers dog food. I know there's a dog store right next to my store. And that's what he does. And man, I mean, COVID has exploded his business. I mean, he does so very well because he offers that delivery. And there's so many people who still don't want to leave the house, Do it yourself dog food. Yes, they are, Mel. He has 3 wash stations right now. He does have a groomer too. So if you want to do that, that's an option. But you want to do it yourself. And then I think he did like a little, like a membership, like $10 a month or something like that for unlimited dog washes. You can use it as much as you want. I'm just incredibly. Delivery to Atlanta. Well, might be some shipping on that, girl. But thank you for asking. And that's the thing. Dog food is so expensive to ship, obviously. Now, all the toys and stuff he has, he needs to be promoting that more. But like I said, he's just learning and everything's so expensive. It's like you got to pay for this and pay for that and get your website and pay for that. I mean, it's hard. Such good therapy. Oh, here. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hi, Patty. I am doing okay. I am trying to get caught up. Like I was just telling the girls, I went on a trip and, now I'm back and broke as all hip. So trying to get caught up, back in the groove of things. And you can't even see. Let's go up here now. But thank you for asking. I appreciate that. And I was telling the girls I'm going to have a live sale on YouTube and Facebook on Friday night at 6 o'clock my time, which will selling just some of the cool stuff I got in San Diego when I was out there with Debbie Beard and other stuff that we have in the store. We have, of course, our beautiful jewelry made by Michelle Tapia, wonderful beaded bracelets, and all the stuff that's like easy to ship. Oh, and plants. Let me tell you, I got plants, guys. Hands on appies. I don't know. Sometimes I don't. That's a still I used to do. Oh gosh, Melanie, you are correct. I actually just did mine right before I left, and oh, I'm like, I really need to quit doing this because I found out the hard way that I'm not a good plumber. I can do a lot of things. I can do a lot of stuff, but plumbing is not my thing. So I shouldn't be clogging up my bathroom, because if I do that, I can't fix it myself. I'm going to try. Don't get me wrong. Probably shouldn't try sometimes. When you've learned you're not good at certain stuff. So I was thinking, ladies, and if anyone who's watching, if you could just give me a show of hands or leave a comment. I was thinking about doing some more in-depth tool videos, like getting into the turtles. The turtles are hibernating. I can't spell either. Don't apologize for that. About like getting a little bit more in depth into like each tool and all that kind of stuff. So I just kind of need to see what the interest is in that. I know a lot of you guys don't want to use tools, but I also get asked a lot about them. So, oh, that's nice. Okay, thank you for letting me know. And yes, Abyss is awesome. Well, I would love to. If I have some people who want it, I would love to do that, you know. And I was, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, if everybody will just let me know if that's something that they're interested in, and just kind of really starting with like the basics, you know. And we would do it live together. We'd have to do it in a private group so that I can really give attention to everybody. Yes. Amazing. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I have no other thing to be than modest, because we all are. No one is better than anyone else, so I don't want to ever feel like I am. That's not who I am. So, all right. We're doing pretty good. You would too, Patty. Awesome. That's good. Thank you. All right, where should we go now? I feel like I probably should go over to all these little details here. I love this brush. I love my my Klingon S50. That's like obviously, you know, it's my all-time favorite. But this guy is thinner. It's got less bristles, not quite as fat. So you can it's really good for stuff like this. You can like dip in there, you know, do a little pounce, and get into the little things a little bit easier, I guess. I don't ever want to switch out my brush if I don't have to. So kind of try to think about which one's going to work for every area. Just because I'm lazy and I don't want to wash them all, you know? Just be real. So then they sit in the bucket for like a month until I'm out of all of them. And then I go back and wash them all. And it takes me an hour to do it because I waited so long. Or I get real lazy and open up a new one, which is not. That's just not good business. You need a basic tools thingy? Okay, cool. Do you need to wash brushes with anything special after using enamel? No. Melanie, you know what I've been doing though? Let me tell you. You need to keep it wet. If the enamel paint dries on these suckers, it's a done deal. It's not like chalk paint where you can get it off. Enamel paint is so strong. So what I do, I just put it in a bucket again. But you know what? I've just been, and this is working fabulous. So I recommend you guys do this. I have just like a tub, just a tub. It's actually a empty dishwasher tab container, okay? And I put water in there. And then I add the Totally Awesome from the dollar store. I just put a splash of that in there. And then I just let all my brushes soak until I am ready. Totally Awesome is totally awesome. It just keeps everything from drying on it. I mean, it's still going to dry up here because I don't dunk them that far, but man, totally awesome. I'm telling you, just a little bit in there and then, you know, go back whenever you're ready and it just, man, it comes off easy. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm using 1 Hour Enamel. Okay, what are your 3 favorite products you sell and use the most? If you could only order 3 things. Let's see, Veronica. I always overthink things like that because I'm like, well, what are you painting? So, okay, I'll tell you this straight up. Top coat is going to be 1 Hour Enamel in satin. That is absolutely going to be the top coat that I go to for everything. If I can't just pick 3. I can't. So let me tell you, if I'm going to do a wax, the wax is going to be DIY's wax, not YSL's. You know, so I have just products that I'm going to know and love. Let's see what else. If I want to blend on furniture, DIY is going to be my go-to. Blending, DIY, done deal. Misting bottle, absolutely. Essential. Doesn't have to be mine, but it just needs to be, you gotta need a mister. Let's see, what else? Salve. Salve's amazing. I know it's a whole nother product, but that's one that I wouldn't ever want to give up either. And then the enamel for like super durable stuff. I know that's a lot more than what you asked for. Oh, and I didn't even include brushes. Oh, sorry. If you want more, tell me. Yeah, DIY white wax is awesome. This is great advice. Salve, yeah, salve is good. I didn't even know you could leave on clean. I leave my Klingons in water all the time. You want to see how bad Melanie is? Let me show you something. Hold on. So this happened before I left on vacation. I did a piece and I sealed it and I painted it. And look at this. Okay. See this? And this is just a container that I had. So these brushes have been in this thing, floating in water with a splash of Totally Awesome in there for, let's just be real, it's been about 3 weeks probably. And I'm not saying everybody should do this, but this is just what I do. I mean, I'm just, look at this brush. This was 1 Hour Enamel in clear that I used on here last. Obviously needs to be rinsed, but look at the bristles. I mean, it's spotless. And not spotless, but I mean, it looks fabulous. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. So, you know, the brushes, there's a huge difference in brushes. There just really is. And then I just put it in this can so it'll keep it upright because it was in the baggie and it kept tipping over. And what do you use salve for? So, okay, so Mary, salve can be used for lots of things. I mean, I could start naming off the list of them, but I use it majority of the time on the inside of my drawers. If they're old, you know how they get all dried out and yucky? Just from age, right? You know, you put salve in there, it's like, bam, the refreshes that wood, it brings it back. Yes, yeah, even the brushes, even in between uses, just to leave it wet. They like to be wet. Klingons like to be wet. Where was I? Oh, fabulous for leather. Like if you have like an old belt that's like getting all crunchy and stuff, it's gonna do your leather, make it nice, soft, and plushy again. You can use it as a top coat, just like wax, if you wanted to do that with it. The only thing is it does have some hemp in it, so I wouldn't recommend that for your white pieces because it might make it a little dingy yellow. Yes, old wooden runners to help it slide better. It can take the tarnish off your silverware. You can use it on your skin and in your hair. The owner of Wise Owl, Karen, actually, like, she just puts a little, she goes like this, and she and she's got great curls. Her hair is like, and she just like spices up her curls with it, and it smells. I mean, no matter what flavor or scent you get. So lots of different uses. You can use it on your natural furniture as furniture polish instead of spraying your toxic pledge and all that stuff. Use it for that. So it just really has a lot of uses. You know what I think is so fun though, is that like when I have a customer come into the store and I'm like, oh, you should probably try this stuff, and they're like, okay, and then they go home and they salve everything. Once you salve one piece, you're like, oh my god, oh my god. And so I mean, I know like one of my good customers, she's like, that girl had me order her a gallon of it. But I mean, because she couldn't stop. She was doing, the wood, the door frames. She's doing her wooden doors. She did all her wooden furniture inside and out. Yeah, I know. What flavor is the best? So I'm going to be honest, 100. I'm always honest. I just got to stop saying I'm going to be honest because I think you guys know I'm being it. My favorite is the lemon verbena. Now, I have not smelt them all. So there might be a better one now because they have so many different scents. But I haven't tried them all. So I stick to lemon. I love it. Lavender, I believe they might have discontinued lavender actually. I tried in my car. Oh, see, Mel? That is awesome. Yeah, Sheila loves her salve too. That's so cool. I need to do that. There's so many things I need to do. Yeah, salve is good. If you guys wanted to get that from me, you can find it under Wise on my website too. If you have a retailer close to you, obviously that is your smartest bet. But if you don't, I'm here. This is when my garage gets so fun and I end up hunting like in the biggest predicament. I can do it. I'm gonna squeeze in here like this. Let's just go around this corner. One of these days I'm gonna have a studio like everyone else. Do you have a tutorial on how you did your kitchen countertops? Do I feel like I recorded that? You know what? It was one of my very first YouTube videos. So I think it's very poorly done. And I think if you went back through my videos, you would find it. But I don't recommend you watch that one. I didn't do a very good job. I haven't had a comment on that video. And anything. Yes, I sell all that stuff. You see you paint. Yes, I did that. You know what, Michelle? I do have a video of me doing the same customers. Actually, her kitchen counters or cabinets. No, yeah, cabinets, not counters. No, I haven't done counters in a long time. So, no, I don't want to do them again. No, I'm thinking about it. I was thinking you said cabinets, you said countertops, so that's a hard no. Hey, but you know what I could do one of these days? Which I've been wanting to anyways, is paint. Hi. Hi, Michelle. Paint the countertops in my daughter's bathroom. So, the same bathroom that I did the floor and I did the cabinets. I wanted to do the countertops and I just got lazy when I was doing that project. But I still want to do them because they're just that cheapy, yucky. I like your cabinet videos. Yes, that's exactly, this same customer. She had me go up to the mountains and do her cabinets for her, and then yeah, she's keeping the lights on for me, man. Let me tell you, she's a good, sweet lady. But yeah, we went up there. Remember the bat, that crazy bat was there, and poor little bat baby. I don't know what happened to him. I don't feel like it was a good ending for that little guy, but I also didn't want to get bit and end up driving 2 hours down. Yes, please do the countertops. Okay, we'll do it. You know, I always, so here's what stopped me from doing the countertops. My sinks in this house are, you know, it's a track house. It just is. And my sinks are plastic. I know there's a certain type of plastic, but they're plastic. They're not porcelain or, you know, or anything cool. They're like the cheapest sinks in the world. So what stopped me more than just pure, you know, not getting to it is like how to tape it off around them. Maybe you guys can tell me what looks better. Like, do you tape, is it for Micah? Okay, Mel. Do you tape like above the grout line, like onto the plastic stupid sink? Or do you tape below the grout line and then you've got like, it's not a grout line, it's a caulk line. Below it. Like I like when I try to do it, I can't wrap my head around like what would look better. And then I'm like, I don't know if I want to deal with that right now. So I think what would be honestly be better all the way around is to just take that caulking out of there, tape it off, and then re-put the caulk. That would be the best. But I don't know about you guys. Have you ever tried to take out caulk? It's really not a lot of fun. So it's not. So anyone have an idea on that? Like, or a suggestion on how to get that caulk out of there without it taking me all day? Once it's in there, you know, it doesn't come out unless you don't want it out. If you don't want it out, it'll come out. Tara, you do? Okay, so that is so good. So let me show you. So we've been painting, right? It's completely dry. This is all, I mean, it's completely dry. Over here, here. I mean, huh? Nope. Okay. So I love this. It does dry fast and you can recoat pretty quickly. The only thing is just watch your drips, because if you leave a drip, you're going to have a drip mark. I don't even do half the handiwork you do. I know. I like the challenge of it, you know. I really do. I think it's fun. And I don't always get it right, and it takes a lot of time sometimes. The more you do it, you know, I think about when I first started doing this. Are you? I don't know what that means. Okay. Okay. When I first started doing all this stuff, and I think that maybe Melanie Mel can relate with me too. It's like I don't know what I'm doing at all, and it's trial and error until you figure it out. And then, you know, I still don't know if I'm doing it the correct way, but I know I'm doing it the way that works. And for me, and just, you know, how do I know if I did it or if I didn't? Well, if it didn't work, then I didn't do it. So I got to try something different. But you get there. Just got to do, or you can't learn, right? Think about that. My dad gave me so many tools when I was there. He's 80 and he doesn't need all of his tools anymore. I mean, there's a ton that he won't part with, but I use, I gotta read that. Hold on. 5-in-1 scraper. Okay. I have a couple of those guys. I can do it. I think you're right there too, Mel. Yep. You guys are right. You are correct. But it was funny because my dad was like, do you want this tool? Do you want this tool? Do you want this tool? And a lot of them I already have, but there was some that I didn't. And, you know, I'm not going to tell my dad no anyways, because he was really excited about sharing them with me. He finally is convinced that it's not my husband doing this work, that it's me. Like, he could not wrap his brain around that for the longest time. It made me really sad though that, you know, my dad is an inventor. Like he like legit invents crazy stuff. Not saying that his inventions have been real successful. I mean, he's sold some. I mean, he's not a millionaire by any means. I don't know how to get you the comments, Patty. I'm sorry. I don't know how to do that. But, you know, it made me really sad because my parents got divorced when I was 7. And so I've never had like a dad. And I mean, I have a dad. I've never had a dad in my house. You know, I've never got to learn from my father on anything. And I was just like, man, you know, it would have been cool if I would have had like a house, or, you know, who knows if he would even let me. He would have let me. Yeah, I am. You know, it's really funny because he was showing me his stuff, and as it turns out, he's just like, I'm just like him in ways that I didn't even know. Like he has a big bin all separated out with screws, nuts, bolts, you know, all this stuff that anytime he takes something apart, he saves all of them. And I do the exact same thing. It drives my husband crazy. He's like, throw it away. And I'm like, I'm not going to throw it away because next time I need just one, I am not going to run to Home Depot. That's crazy. Yes, save them all, right, girl? I mean, I was like, he's a little bit more organized than I am. I will say that. But huge. I love this thing he has on his wall. It's like this big, this wide, and it's just little, like tons of them. I don't know where I'd hang it because my walls are insane. There's just no space. But it would be so, I have a bunch of little cups that are in drawers, you know? Yeah, those jeans, right? I think I just don't have enough space. But I would really like to have where you could just walk over and, oh, that cardboard, huh, girl? That crazy stuff. I need to come up with another cardboard creation. I just put so much work into it. I need to make sure that I want it for my store, not just to make it, because it's just so much work. Definitely needs to be usable. But I want to, because everybody really loved that cardboard stuff. So it's fun. You make something out of that. Oh, you guys can't even see down here. I'm just chit-chatting. All right. So are you guys still good? I don't know. You need to tell me if y'all start, you know, losing interest, okay? Okay, you still can't see. Put this here. Look, Roxy's here. There's Roxy. Hey, hi, Max. Oh, or not. All right. Do that. That's so awesome, Mel. Is your dad? No, he's never been there, Mel. They used to travel a lot years ago, and then they love their animals so much. They had two standard poodles who were just not real comfortable with being left with dog sitters or anything, so they just stopped doing it. And honest to goodness, I think he's just getting too old. I think the idea of flying, and you know, thank you. Back, you know, before COVID and stuff, and before these particular poodles didn't want to travel or be sat by other people. Hold on, I gotta take a drink. What he would do is he would come out here and he would get us all like some really nice rooms at some of the resorts around here. And then that way we could visit for a few days and like swim and do all that stuff. But now that stuff's closed and he doesn't have the money he used to have. So I'm not a Ken. Wait, I have cats. Can I put my cats into my videos? Most definitely put your cats in your videos. Definitely. People like our animals. They do. They like to see, well, they're adorable. How can you not like them? But I think they kind of, I think, you tell me, but I think that people like to see like what we love. Like they I don't know. I think that's what I think. I think it'd be great. I want to talk. Say a prayer for me. I really want to get a tortoise. Really, really bad. You know, I have my turtles, but I want a tortoise. And you know, first off, tortoises don't hibernate. They stay awake all winter, everything. They're awake all the time. So it's a bit more of a responsibility. They live forever. So, um, so you know, it'd definitely be a commitment for probably Miranda, my youngest daughter, because she's the one that's like me with all the animals and bugs and lizards and reptiles, and like she's my mini me. So it'd probably end up being hers, and I'm certain that she would love to, but it doesn't mean that she'll always be in a space where she can. It's a good thing he can. Yeah, he doesn't watch me on YouTube. If you're talking about my dad. So yeah, so wouldn't it be cool though? I'd love to have a tortoise. You think about it. I mean, I could have a tortoise chilling right there right now. That'd be cool. And they don't eat meat. They just eat vegetables and alfalfa and stuff. So it's like not like my other ones, you know. Do you guys know I'm breeding? Do you have a turtle? I don't know, Patty. We probably do. I probably should look. I have a dog named Lexi too. Aw, she's a schnoodle. Yeah, mine's just a really badly bred poodle. She was supposed to be 3 pounds. But not 3 pounds. She's like 25 pounds. I got ripped off there. What was I gonna say? What were we talking about? Oh man, I lost my train of thought. You know when that happens. Oh. Something about turtles, probably, right? Did you put a stain blocker? Yes, I did. I put Wyatt's Owl's enamel in not enamel, primer in clear. I did 1 coat, 1.5. Let's say 1.5 coats of that on here before. Oh, hi, Gabe. Yeah. So I was talking about the tortoise eating veggies. Okay. Yeah. So they just eat veggies. So, that's what I was going to tell you. So all right, my turtles they eat vegetables, but let's be real, not very well. They prefer their protein, and their protein is like mealworms, super worms, any kind of worm. They like the little squigglies, you know. And I'm not squeamish. I don't have a problem with that kind of thing at all. What I do have a problem with is paying $8 at the pet store for 25 of them, which is basically 1 feeding for 5 turtles. I mean, so it's like $8 each time. It's just too much. So what I end up doing is ordering them. You can order them on eBay or Amazon, and you can order 1,000, say, okay? And you get the mealworms or superworms, whatever you chose. And now, a lot of the times they show up dead. No, not breeding turtles. Well, if they do it by themselves, they do it by themselves. But so a lot of times these mealworms, so you spend this money and you're waiting for them to come because your turtles are hungry, and then they come and your mailman leaves them in the mailbox in the middle of summer, and they're all cooked to death. And so then now they're dead. And now you got to go back to the pet store, and it's just pain in the butt. So started watching YouTube videos on how to make your own mealworm, superworm farm, so you don't have to buy them. I'm like, I want to try it. So what you do, if you leave a superworm or a mealworm long enough for it to, it'll pulp. It'll turn into a pulpal thing. I can't. Starts to pee. And it makes like a cocoon around itself. So you got a worm. It turns itself into a cocoon, and then After that, it turns itself into a beetle. After that, it lays eggs. And then you start the whole life process over again. So that's what I did. I just let a couple of them turn into beetles, and then they turn anyway. So then now I have a mealworm factory going on there. So just in case you guys did not know how weird I am, that is how weird I am. But I'm hopeful that by the time pulp, yes, it's okay. I know what you mean, Gabe. Yes, that's a lot closer than what I was saying. How do you spell it? I don't know how to spell it. But yeah. So, anyways, I have a mealworm factory happening in my house right now. Yeah, I think that it'll be good. Hey, talking about you once had 34 hamsters. Those little boogers will eat each other too. You gotta be careful. You've looked up keeping worms. Yeah, it's not as hard as I didn't do anything special. They're just every now and then I throw a carrot in there. I probably should do more. Hi, Lolly. I should probably I need to throw carrots in there a little more often probably because they might be eating each other on some accounts. But anything to just not have to spend all that money. These are on worms for fishing. Well, you're right. I actually thought about doing that too with the earthworms in the bucket thing. And mine too. They like earthworms, but they don't, not as much as I think they like that crunch. That says regulars in the garage for, oh, yeah. Yes, they will eat each other. I'll probably go in there and there's like one. Hi, Maggie. Everybody's here. How exciting. This is fun. But I think, guys, we're going to call it good because I'm done with coat number 1 down here. Obviously have to move all this stuff up here out of the way so that I can do the top. And then I'm just going to wrap this sucker up in a Ziploc bag so that I can do it tomorrow. You can get the salve on my website at windmillvintagedesigns.com. You look under Wiesel, you'll find the salve there. Thanks, guys. They are cornmeal. They eat cornmeal. The worms. You know what? That's actually what their bedding is cornmeal. Well, yeah, it's cornmeal. I didn't get the expensive one. Actually, I put cream of wheat in there. Is that the same? Cream of wheat and oatmeal, regular oatmeal, because I didn't want to buy a big bag. I was sitting the whole time. I didn't. Oh, how funny. Yeah, we're live. Yes, you can find any of this stuff, guys, if you're interested in it. You can find it on my website at windmillvintagedesigns.com. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me so much. It's been fun. And don't forget on Friday, come hang out with me for that live sale. I would really like to have you there. Whether or not you want to buy anything, it's okay. It's nice to have people there, and it makes me feel good about myself. I don't have such a low self-esteem. Okay. Night, guys. Again. Okay. Bye. Thank you.